Yo, what is up? Welcome back to the Winner Circle Sports Podcast. Today, we're going to be covering the draft. On the last episode, we only did the first round, and I think that there were some pretty big sleeper picks that we're going to get to talk about. Jeff, I know specifically, we obviously want to talk a lot about the Jets draft, so I think that would be a good place to start. If you want to tell us a little bit about the later round picks that like a casual fan of not the Jets might not know about.
Like a fan like Nardi's caliber.
Yeah, like a fan like me, for example.
Yeah, bro. I think the Jets had a great draft in general. They drafted 3 starters for next year. They drafted guys that could potentially either be starters or just great contributors. Like they drafted a safety with second or third round talent in the 6th round. The only reason why he was there is because he's still recovering from an ACL injury. They literally filled up all the needs they needed, like literally everything they need. Now, next draft, and possibly the one after that, where they still have a boatload of picks, like they're just gonna keep on picking and probably making moves, maybe trading for veterans or something to complete this team. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I mean, we picked our franchise quarterback, so.
Jeff, I'm saying the Jets are headed in a good trend, upward trajectory.
I hope so. This is the most excited I've been as a Jets fan for probably the past 10 years.
And I like how they addressed the offense first. They got Wilson weapons, and then later in the draft, they went straight defense.
They did exactly the opposite the team did for Darnold when he was drafted.
Yeah. I think they have a better head coach now and a better, like, a franchise in general.
I agree, because like when Darnold was drafted, I mean the team was okay,
and they had Gase. Can't forget about him.
Well, I mean first they had Bowles, but then after they had Gase, and then they drafted Jamal, they drafted Marcus May. They went defense pretty much, and I'm pretty sure they've gone defense for the past like 6-7 years. So like, Sanchez was probably the last offensive first round pick, or like a tight end, Dustin Keller, probably like 9 years ago, something like that. So it's good that we're making a change, and I think our front office is very competent, unlike the other ones that have made us into a laughingstock.
So, Jeff, right now, what would you say Jets win total for this year with the 17 games?
With the 17 games, bro, last year we really had 5 games in a bag. We were in 6, like in 2 more, like that we could have won, but you know.
And you could have beat the Patriots twice, right?
I mean, we better. I would be okay with the 7-win season. I think we could win maybe 9 or 10 if we play very well and everyone stays healthy. That's the only because we don't have much depth. We do have good players, but not much depth as of right now. So
no playoff push, no playoff hopes.
I think we'll be playing meaningful games in December.
So Jeff, you're saying 3rd place in the division?
Oh, definitely.
I think the AFC East is going to be a competitive division this year.
Very competitive, very fun to watch.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent, and every team in the AFC East improved this year. Like the Dolphins picked up Fuller, they got Waddle. Now that offense is like fast, high powered.
Yep.
Yeah, their defense is just better from last year, especially with the Jalen Phillips pick. I love that pick, and the Bills got Rousseau. They needed an edge rusher. And the Pats got their franchise quarterback. They got their 2 tight ends back. I think that's going to be a very competitive division. I think you'll see the team that comes in last in that division is only going to win like 7 or 8 games. Like it's going to be really, really close.
I think we're going to see a lot of similarities to that NFC West, I believe, the NFC West division. Mm-hmm. I think that's how competitive it's going to be. Because who ended up last
season
in that division?
In the NFC West?
The NFC West.
No,
I thought you meant the AFC.
No.
NFC West.
And they had what, 6?
No, yeah.
They had 6 wins.
And they won 6 games, and everyone was injured. So
Right. So I hope it'll be like that if it is the Jets, but I really think that they'll be able to win a lot of games, or I hope so at least. How about your guys' teams? How do you... Oh, yeah,
Zach, sum up the Packers, bro.
Yeah, you're a Packers fan. Right?
Putting the Rodgers drama aside, I think Green Bay had like an okay draft. Solid like B-, B. Like I love Eric Stokes, man. He allowed the 2nd lowest completion percentage of all cornerbacks in college football last year. He allowed an 18.2% completion percentage. and he plays in the SEC. That's against guys like Waddle. He played against Chase in 2019. He had Devontae Smith. He played against Henry Ruggs. You got to, I mean, and then in the second round, they got their center of the future, hopefully, Josh Myers from Ohio State. And in the third round, you get Amari Rodgers. That's a huge, huge pick. And some of the later rounds were all right. I mean, nothing special there. But, I mean, I don't know. I'm a fan in a sense that I think they did, like, pretty decent. I think it's a solid, like, B- draft. You know?
Those first 3 picks were definitely good. I didn't actually know that they picked Josh Myers. I'm an Ohio State fan.
All right.
Yeah, he's good, obviously, as is pretty much every Ohio State lineman. Who'd you guys get in the third again?
Amari Rodgers from Clemson.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he was good too. He's a slot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's good. So you guys should be set. But the Rodgers thing, I mean, I don't know. He definitely has a reason to be disgruntled. I mean, they drafted Jordan Love last year, like in the first round, and they definitely could have added. I mean, they were what? They're literally NFC contenders, and they could have literally added a key position like wide receiver last year, but they didn't. And I mean, you know, he's got his thing going with Jeopardy. He's happy there at least.
Fire.
And I mean, I do respect the reports coming from Rappaport and from Schefter, though. Like, I definitely, those are the only credible ones. And then, but everything else, though, I mean, you know, it could just be a huge smokescreen. It could just be, you know, it might be the same. Like, I'm a Nets fan, and Kyrie, there are a lot of Kyrie reports, but they're just, you know, blown out of proportion things. But
right. Yeah, listen, I'll say this right now. If Rodgers does get traded, I'd love a trade with Vegas. I think we can get one trade I saw was we get Carr and 3 first-round picks for Rodgers, and I can't hate that at all. We get a in my opinion, Derek Carr's a top 10 quarterback, so you get a top 10 caliber quarterback at the very least, and you get 3 first-round picks back. I think that's a great trade for someone who doesn't want to be there.
I mean, I personally, if I were a team that would go all in on Rodgers, it would be the Broncos, just because of the talent they have on that team. But yeah, I mean, the Raiders are a good team too, to give a decent package to the Packers.
I'm gonna give you a sleeper one right now. Nothing no one's expecting. What about the football team?
Dude, I swear to God, I was just about to say that.
Bring it in the back like Rodgers, bro. You draft pick or 2, and you get a guy like Rodgers on that team. Woo! They'll easily win the NFC East. From a Giants fan.
Washington.
Yeah, but the Cowboys
Washington.
Are good.
Yeah.
Tommy.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far. But, I mean, I think that, you know, I think of all the teams in the league, Washington is the one that's just a quarterback away from being a 11-12 win team every year. Now, I'm not saying, like, you know, Rodgers isn't going to last them, you know, more than 5 years. He's 38 years old, 37. So, you know, but
I think Rodgers' best situation is I would take him on the football team over Denver. I think that's a way better situation in my opinion.
It's definitely a good situation. I think both are not equally, but they're both pretty good for him. I think the football team would be good as well. But I mean, now that we got our Giants fan in the podcast, welcome, Joe. How you feeling about the Giants draft, Joe?
I'll break down right now. I think it's been a very good draft. Trading back with Chicago was a great move for us. I mean, we got a lot of compensation in return.
They got fleeced.
They got what?
But they got fleeced.
What does that mean? Oh, Chicago got fleeced?
Yeah, Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
I was about to say, I'm like,
saying New York got fleeced. I was like, what?
No way, yeah. So we get Tony. I really wanted Rashad Bateman, but I talk with some other Giants fans. I guess Tony fits the scheme better, which can be totally right. So it's okay that we took Tony. I like how he looks. I mean, he's hard to take down after the catch, and he's very good in open field. So he's going to be a guy who I think we try to get the ball to a lot in open field. He might replace Shepard. I don't think we'll re-sign Shepard now. I think we're just going to let him walk next time in free agency. We got to get, like, someone's going to walk in free agency. We're not going to cut someone, but someone will have to walk at the end of the day. Besides that, I mean, Azeez Ojulari in the second round, that's a friggin' steal pick. Like, that is a absolute steal. Him or Jeremiah Usa-Cormoa I would have been happy with. And the fact that both those guys fell to those picks is just unreal. There's one other guy or two other guys I wanted Giants to draft. One was Davion Nixon. He was one of my favorite players at the interior D lineman position. He went 5th round to the Panthers, which is an absolute steal for the Panthers. Him and Derek Brown are going to be very good together. And then I wanted Jabril Cox, who went the pick before us to Dallas, who I think Dallas had a terrible draft. I don't think they really needed Parsons and Jabril Cox, and they already have Van Der Esch and Jalen Smith. Just too many linebackers, and there's only one ball on the field to go after. So I don't know.
Just came crazy at Dallas.
Yeah, I thought Dallas had a pretty decent draft. I'm not gonna lie to you, Joe.
They
drafted a corner who. You think Parsons what, Joe?
I think Parsons is the best defensive player in the draft, but still, what's...
Yeah, I mean, I gotta agree to some extent. I don't think Dallas had a terrible draft, but I definitely don't think they were one of the better ones. I think Michael Parsons was definitely best player available. I don't think you take anyone else other than that. The only other player you could take there would be, I couldn't even tell you. I mean, Micah Parsons seems like the most, literally the only pick for Dallas whose defense was, if not the worst, it was in the bottom 5 last year in points per game allowed. So I definitely think Parsons is going to help. And I liked Kelvin Joseph in the 2nd round. But I just think that Dallas definitely could have been more aggressive. Instead of trading back with with Philly, I think maybe moving up, knowing that, we knew actually coming into it that Carolina was looking at Horn and Fields. Those were the two that they actually narrowed it down to. So I feel like if you know that Horn is likely to go 8, I feel like you got to move up to maybe 7, or where you heard a lot about Detroit moving back. You heard a lot about Carolina moving back. Just come up, take the corner you want, play it safe. You don't have to give up too much, maybe a 3rd and maybe like a 5th just to move up to 8. So I don't know. Maybe they and listen, I'm obviously not saying, they didn't try, but I don't know. I think Dallas did okay, but they definitely could have done better.
I read an article today. Sorry, Joe, but I read an article today on The Athletic. I mean, you guys should definitely subscribe if you haven't.
I am.
Yeah, I mean, free plug to The Athletic. It's a great platform. So in the article, they interviewed a lot of top brass executives, so pretty much like assistant GMs, I assume. And they saw Steve's here now. They saw Kelvin Joseph as a top 3 cornerback in the class, which is crazy in my eyes. But
that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I know.
That's not good.
I know. But there were some that were saying that he could have easily been top 3. I mean, could have easily been a 1st round pick. So I think that's good on. I haven't really done much of my own analysis on him, but that's definitely good value then for the Cowboys in the 2nd round. And Jabril Cox is a beast. I think the Giants would have taken him if the Cowboys didn't right before them.
I really do, yeah, believe that.
He's literally the best coverage actual linebacker in the draft.
I can't believe he lasted to round 4.
Me neither, bro.
I saw him as a 2nd round pick.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of slips in this draft. Joe mentioned Davion Nixon was one of my favorites.
Right.
And Deontay Brown, who also went to the Panthers, he was one of my top 5 guards of the draft, and he went in the 6th round of the Panthers. You mentioned Hamza Nasruddin to the Jets in the 6th round.
Yeah, bro.
A lot of slipping. So
Humble brag, by the way, too. The Cowboys actually weren't ranked last in total yards allowed. The Jets were, so just a little humble bragging.
Jeff, did you guys get a corner? No, right?
So we drafted a corner that could be a little hybrid, would be like a free safety nickel, but we drafted a good nickel corner out of Duke, Michael Carter II. So I'm excited. We're not going to re-sign Brian Poole, like a top 5, top 10.
Wait, so you're saying you need a cornerback bad?
Well, I mean, we definitely do need an outside corner. I mean, Zach was mentioning before he was mentioning the Dolphins, rotation right now at wide receiver and their depth and their speed. Like that scares me definitely because we didn't add anyone. Hopefully we add someone. We got cap space. Definitely next year though, that'll be probably the only thing that needs to be addressed, and it definitely will be.
Yo, how do you guys feel about JC Horn going over Surtain? I feel like Surtain's the better player in my opinion. But
I think I said this last not last podcast, but the one before when we were doing our mocks. I really liked Horn. I think I compared him. Who did I compare him to? Patrick Peterson when I mocked him to the Cardinals. Like I really think he could be as good, if not even better than Patrick Peterson. So
yeah, I do
that's a
remember
great
saying
pick.
that.
I like Horn on.
Still, my favorite prospect is Farley. Another guy who fell that is shocking to me is Asante Samuel Jr. to the LA Chargers. What a pick by them there.
That was fantastic. I remember sitting in my living room watching the draft. Packers on the clock at 29.
Oh, a guy
I'm like,
Pask, man.
Oh yeah, no yeah. But so we're sitting there and I'm like, all right, Bateman's gone, Tony's gone. Those are the only two receivers he liked in the first round, from what I heard. Owusu-Koramoah is sitting right there. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing there. Definitely could have gone there. And I'm saying to myself, let's just get Asante Samuel. He's the best. Samuel, in my opinion, might have the best like technique out of any of the corners in the draft. His biggest knock is that he's only 5'10". He's a short guy. He's very small for a corner.
You know who else is 5'10" though, Zach?
Who?
Jair Alexander. That would have been great for you guys. I said it myself. Asante Samuel, he can be just as good as Jair, and because he's so good, like he has refined traits and all that. His technique is good. He can be just as good. But I personally wouldn't have liked him for the Jets because of his height. But
what about Stokes?
I like him.
I like
Stokes. He's fast and he's actually way better in coverage than you'd expect, because all you really hear is like, oh yeah, he's just fast. Yeah. Like I said before, he allowed the second lowest completion percentage in college football last year. Mm-hmm. In press coverage, he allowed the second lowest passer rating of any corner in college football last year. I think Stokes is a good player. Maybe not a first round pick. Definitely could have gotten him like mid second round, late second round. Maybe taking Owusu-Koramoah up there. But I still like the pick. Take the guy, be sure, be safe. But I like Stokes as a player, and I like the pick.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that affects Rodgers going forward? Like, do you think he's gonna stay, Zach, or no? I think he's a goner.
I think I'm thinking he stays right now, because a lot of for the most part, you also have to realize that if the front office doesn't want to trade him, they just won't. Like, I mean, they'll pay him.
He also said he'll retire.
Listen, and yeah, if he does retire, then I mean, welcome Jordan Love, I guess.
Bro,
but shit, I mean,
no choice to trade him,
bro. Joe,
right? I mean,
I think he's such a.
I see.
I'm not gonna say
TikToks
about.
I think what he's doing is just not the greatest move. It's been just a little bit of a jack to an organization that's treated so well. And the fans.
No, they haven't. No, they haven't. They just drafted.
I mean,
they just drafted a fucking first round quarterback last draft. They're contenders, Joe. He won the MVP last season.
They're paying him $30 million. I don't know. I feel like the fans love him.
And Patrick Mahomes is getting paid $50 million, but that's.
Listen, man, the fans do love him, of course. He's my favorite player of all time. And like, just overall, he's my favorite NFL player I've ever watched. I started watching football in 2008. That's the first season Rodgers has started. So I have watched Aaron Rodgers his entire 13-year span as a starter. So I love him, but it's not the fact that they took a first-round quarterback. More so, it's the fact that they traded up to take a first-round quarterback. If you're moving up and Patrick Queen is on the board, like what he was last year, and you have a desperate need for interior or off-ball linebackers like Patrick Queen is, I feel like the fact that you didn't take him, even though he wasn't like the best, he was good this year, but you're not going to take a linebacker when that was arguably your biggest need last year. And then you take a running back in the second round, which I actually can defend the A.J. Dillon pick, not just because he was good this year, but because he wasn't meant to replace Aaron Jones. He was meant to replace Jamal Williams, who did leave. He went to the Lions. But, I mean, Rodgers, they never really treated him great. I mean, no first round receivers his entire career. They didn't. The highest drafted receiver they gave him was Devontae Adams in round 2, and while he's great, obviously, I'm not doubting that pick. I'm just saying that I feel like the day 2 picks, they're not as flashy as first round picks. They don't bring in the attention like, all right, Aaron Rodgers is gonna have all this help now. Like they just never really supported him. 9 of their last 10 first round picks were defense. And the one offensive first round pick, that's true, but the one offensive first round pick was Jordan Love. So, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's a really difficult situation to navigate, in my opinion. But we'll see.
Could I just say one thing? Could I say one thing about Aaron Rodgers? He does this every year, and I think I sent this to you guys. He gets upset, and then they do good, and then they go to the playoffs and lose, and then another questionable offseason. That's what I wanted to say.
That's fair.
Now, let me give you guys a big question. How do you feel about, what's it called? Oh, Travis Etienne getting drafted 25.
I think that was a stupid pick.
That's a horrible pick. It's so bad. James Robinson, they did him dirty. What the heck is that? He's a good running back.
Yeah, James.
We love James Robinson. No James Robinson slander will be tolerated.
We're James Robinson stands over here. Definitely, they shouldn't have took ETN.
So I definitely agree. It's definitely a shitty pick, but I definitely think what Jacksonville did by picking Etienne at 25 is exactly what Aaron Rodgers has wanted, where they said, "Oh, you want your running back from college? Here you go. Have fun. Do what you want to do. Give him 50 catches a season." Like, I think Jacksonville was just like, "All right, Trevor, please don't leave." And so they draft Etienne. So I think that's just a quarterback.
I hope they trade James Robinson. He deserves better, but he probably won't be traded. It's just very unlikely.
They trade him after drafting ETN.
I mean, what team really is gonna? I mean, I guess if some team
Jets will take him.
Yeah, the Dolphins.
No, never mind. The Jets just drafted a running back.
There's a lot of good.
We did.
You heard what
Michael
Urban Meyer said? You heard what Urban Meyer said?
Yeah, that Etienne's gonna be the third down back.
No, he said that he was very upset that the Giants took Kadarius Toney because he's a playmaker and a highlight film.
Yeah.
Listen, the enemy of your enemy is your friend, as Joe Judge would like to say.
Love Joe Judge, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Coach.
I hate Salah.
Now, what do you guys think about? The rest of our Giants fans. I think the corner was Aaron Robinson, right? The guy at UCF.
Love him.
How do you guys?
I like
him?
the Aziz dude. I feel like he's gonna do pretty good.
Bro,
as long as he's healthy, Aziz Ojulari is gonna be really good for you.
Him and Leonard Williams. I still think we may have overpaid Leonard Williams a little, but now he's gonna get some pressure off of him with another pass rusher we got. Bro, I'm just pissed we didn't pick up another interior D lineman. I know we have Danny Shelton, but God, I want a friggin' defensive lineman.
About the corner being drafted, I just think you can't go wrong with too many.
Oh no, dude! I think our secondary is really going to be lights out this year. I think we're going to be a team that's really
going to be very good.
Another linebacker. I'm real sad we didn't take it.
Hold on, fellas.
Bro, I'm excited.
We got another team to talk about. We got the Titans. Nardi, where you at, bro?
Yeah, I'm
here comes Fireman.
Yo, Angel. Titans.
Yeah. All right. So,
let us hear about the Titans. Nardi.
Yeah. So I think the Titans had one of the best drafts in the.
And I'm not
being biased.
not being biased.
A while. Yeah. After our failed attempt at a first-round pick last year with Isaiah Wilson, I think taking Caleb Farley was the right choice here, bro.
I actually love Caleb.
Nardi, didn't when you're.
What's up?
Didn't one of your draftees get fucking charged with fucking assault?
I'll get there.
Oh, assault.
I'll get there. It's simple assault. I don't know what simple assault is, but it's simple assault, not regular assault.
Yo,
but
I love
Caleb
it.
Not advanced assault.
Caleb Farley's huge, right? That's good. Last year we picked Christian Fulton too, so I think we have one of the best young cornerback rooms in the NFL right now.
Yeah, but they don't got Nick Nardi in the interior D line.
But
Bernardi, you had one of the best young secondaries when you had Adoree Jackson and Desmond King, and then you cut Jackson and let King walk.
Yeah.
King got a veteran minimum deal.
I know, it's bad.
King got 1 year.
I don't want to talk about it. We
Wait,
robbed
to
the
who?
Chargers.
Where did Desmond King go? Did he go to
Houston?
Well, now he's in Houston, but
okay.
We robbed the Chargers for him, and then I don't know. Well, whatever.
Listen, I'll tell you this much. Nardi. I think the Titans get a solid B- offseason because they had a terrible free agency and a good draft.
Bud Dupree, we picked up Bud Dupree though.
How much are you paying him?
$17 million a year for Bud Dupree.
He probably won't even be ready week 1 too.
Nah, he
seriously,
won't be,
dude, he's coming off an ACL. That's tough. And then you also let Johnny Smith and Corey Davis and Desmond King walk.
Thank you for Corey Davis.
See, you're welcome. All right, let me continue. So our second round pick, we cut Dennis Kelly. I don't know if any of you guys know who that is. He was the tackle.
He was the right tackle.
So we cut Dennis Kelly. We drafted an offensive tackle round 2. So hopefully he ends up. What's up?
Which tackle did you draft?
Ray Dunes, how the fuck you say his name?
Oh, NDSU, Dylan Radins.
Yeah, there you go.
In the second round, you took him?
Yeah, and then third round, we got a Georgia linebacker. You can't go wrong with Georgia linebackers.
He's slow, though.
Yeah, he is slow. He's very slow.
Who, Monty Rice?
Yeah. Monty Rice, yeah. It's his biggest knock is that he's slow.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with a Georgia linebacker, though. But to be fair, in a year, we're going to have to make a decision with Rashaan Evans, so... And then we got another corner, Elijah Molden, but our wide receivers that we picked up are garbage, bro. I think they're both trash.
Who's your wide receiver 2?
Right. 2 right now?
Yeah, AJ Brown's 1.
AJ Brown's 1.
Adam Humphries, no, he walked.
No, Humphries walked.
No, he got cut.
I don't even know who the hell.
You don't know who your wide receiver is?
I know who it is.
Who'd you guys draft? Nard, as wide receivers? Who were they?
Sorry, we got Des Fitzpatrick from Louisville, which isn't bad, right? He's not bad. He's all right.
Yeah, he's a casual.
He's all right, yeah. No. Wow. He is. No, you're right. And then we drafted Race. Bro, all right, do me a favor. Go on Google right now. Look up Racy McMath stats. The guy has 300 yards in 5 years of college football.
Really? I don't even know his name.
Yeah, wait, that doesn't sound that good.
I don't even know his name. As a Jets fan who's been literally making mock drafts since November.
Receiver, Racy McMath. Never heard of him.
Let me tell you one of my favorite sleeper.
Him?
Yeah, he's a special teams guy. He's a special teams guy. We drafted
one of
special teams guy, but still,
man,
that's bad.
Favorite sleeper wide receiver of this draft is Jaylen Darden. He went to Tampa Bay, so he won't play that much.
He got drafted kind of early, Joe. I'm not gonna lie. He was picked
De'Ami Brown to the football team got me.
That was a high pick for a 5. I mean, he'll be great in special teams, but
he would. I think he'll be great in open field. What sucks is he'll never play wide receiver in Tampa Bay.
Never say never. Chris Godwin's expecting a big payday next year.
Bro,
yeah. To the Jets.
AB's probably gone after.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
You think he's going to be gone after another year? You don't think they're going to try to sign him back if Brady's still there?
AB is I don't know, man. I feel like if he doesn't retire, which I think he should eventually, then I just think that they're not going to want to pay him. They're going to keep bringing him back on shitty 1-year deals, and it's not going to be enough for his psycho ass. So
I'm gonna be honest. I think you'd rather play for Tom Brady than the money, but I don't know, dude. I saw him play. Obviously his first 4 games weren't good, but his last 4 games towards the end of the season just were fucking prime AB. He just had to learn the system. Look what he could do. That he's gonna come back next year. He already knows the scheme. And I just think he's going to fucking eat up on defenses. Because who are they going to cover more? Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, obviously. And then they're going to look AB, which is, I think, ridiculous. I'd probably look Evans because he's younger. And then I'd look AB and then Godwin. But AB should just fucking eat on that offense next year. He is still so good.
He's going to be a threat in the red zone next year for him. Because everyone's going to double cover Evans, bro. He's 6'6". You can't throw a wider. He's going to get over.
Only team that's gonna fucking get AB is gonna be Tampa Bay, Baltimore, or Seattle. He's not gonna want to sign anywhere else. I don't think.
He would never sign with Seattle.
Why not?
I don't see him signing with Seattle at all.
You guys know who's being compared to AB?
Who?
Oh,
Elijah Moore.
Elijah Moore.
Elijah
Yeah,
Moore
hopefully
is
doesn't have
compared
to.
AB.
Hopefully, he doesn't have the problems
hate
that
it.
AB had.
I mean, I hope not. I mean, that definitely wasn't a red flag. Everyone was shocked he didn't go in the first round. But you guys saw AJ Brown crying at his draft party
Yeah, why was he crying?
because
boy?
it's
his
his
boy.
boy. You heard what he was saying.
Bro.
He was like, "Bro, you're better than me already." Like,
Yeah, like that's
he's like,
Nardi. You should like run him off your team for saying that.
yeah. I mean, AJ Brown to the Jets in what 2023, 2024.
yeah,
Let's
they're
do
never
it.
getting rid of. We're
Yo,
not gonna
as a
part-
Giants fan,
Nardi
I
will
was
not
so.
cry.
parting ways with AJ Brown, bro. I can't lose
Yo.
another jersey. I cannot. I have
What do
too
you
many
guys think of
jerseys and too many
De'Ami
players
Brown?
were gone. Who?
De'Ami
Washington,
Brown,
right?
Yeah, as
Went
a
to Washington?
Giant fan, I was so mad when they got him. I think he's
Bro, he's good. He's gonna
I think he's
burn.
gonna be
I like
good.
the
burn
pick a
Adoree'
lot.
Jackson twice a year.
Nah. He might bring the fucking
Nah, but
here. No
Yo,
one
Washington?
though.
Washington's offense is
His
just
ass.
speed,
They have no
speed,
quarterback.
speed.
They have no quarterback. They have good. Dude,
Dude,
they have good offense.
You're right. They need a
Fitzmagic.
quarterback.
They're not gonna win. with
Fitzmagic, they'll ride out Fitzmagic. They'll ride out his arm for like 2 years. Not even 2 years, like 2 weeks. But they,
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna.
The
I
win.
mean,
Giants have speed too,
but
though.
all the speed on that offense is insane.
their offense.
Yeah, but look at the just the receiving core
Curtis
of
Samuel.
Washington. Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel, and De'Ami Brown.
Yeah,
That's your
they have
top
good running
3
backs.
guys.
Terry
I think we have a
McLaurin's
better
Gibson.
receiver. in
Antonio
receivers.
Gibson, he's quick.
I think the Giants have a
No, you
better
don't.
receivers. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
I think Giants just have a better offense in general, except the O line.
The Giants have a better receiving core if
And running back.
Better threats.
Kenny
They don't-
Galladay.
they don't have a
if
better
Kenny
quarterback.
Galladay stays healthy,
Yes, definitely. Kenny Galladay says something.
Like
that's
yes,
a big if.
but personally, I'd rather have McLaurin over Galladay. But in general, I think our threats are better.
Come on, bro.
I'm with you. I think McLaurin's better than
I think
Galladay, but I
McLaurin's
think
better than Galladay. So
McLaurin is borderline top 10.
Yeah, I think it's better than T.I. Stick by it.
You think so?
See that?
They're close.
All 3 of
Very
those guys are close. McLaurin, Brown, and Metcalf.
Honestly,
are all
AJ
close.
Brown could
Yeah,
be the
they
best out of the 3. I'm gonna be completely honest,
AJ
but
Brown.
I don't put him.
Bro.
Justin Herbert will be better one day than Patrick Mahomes.
I love it. I love it.
yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's
I think
fair. I
Mahomes
think
is
it's
only
fair.
going to win 1 or 0
How?
Super Bowls.
No. Once the Chiefs cannot pay their players anymore, that team will go downhill. Like the Chargers are on the rise right now. Like they were at.
I
rock
love
bottom.
the Chargers.
They
I
All
were
right,
love
so
at-
you're
Herbert.
telling me if Justin Herbert is if Justin Herbert's not a top 5,
All right, hold on.
Justin Herbert, and by the time Justin Herbert's due for his extension, it's more than likely he could be a top 5 quarterback, right?
All right, let me
He's gonna be number
hold on.
1,
Let me
actually.
rephrase this. Who do you think? Like who do you?
And
Who's
Danny
better?
Jones, too.
Shut
Yeah.
up, Daniel Jones.
Right.
So
Tell Daniel Jones to learn how to hold the football, and then we can talk.
hold on.
All
Let me
right.
say
Someone to
this.
throw the
Justin,
football.
Justin Fields doesn't even have proper throwing mechanics.
Yeah.
Justin Fields hasn't
No one
taken a
cares.
snap yet. How are you going to judge Justin Fields, bro?
All
I
I'm
was
saying
watching all
All
these
right,
videos
come
about
on,
how he
come on.
throws the ball weird.
Aaron Rodgers throws the ball weird. Aaron Rodgers is the
Who-
first
Who,
ballot
who do we
Hall of
think
Famer,
will be
man.
top 5 realistically in
Philip
in 5
Rivers
years?
chucks it.
I think
Who
Herbert's
would
going to be
still?
1. I think Herbert's going to be 1.
Brady? Yeah, no.
No, man.
All right.
Nah.
I
All
can't
right.
see anyone
Zach
but
Wilson's
Mahomes
got to be
being
up
more.
there.
Zach
All right,
Wilson's
hold on,
going to bust, bro.
If you think
They gotta. Zach Wilson is in contention, I think, for top
bottom
like
5.
10.
all
I
right,
don't know,
hold on.
man.
I don't know how.
If they actually build an offense, then maybe.
He's scared of everyone on his team.
All right, go back to the go back to
That video, that fucking video. If you know, you know.
Oh, it's so great.
Bro,
Go back.
Mahomes is only winning 2 Super Bowls max. He might not even
all right.
win
Listen,
another one.
listen. Go back to like the Herbert Mahomes thing, right? You're talking about
Yeah.
it. Chargers are on the up, right? Chiefs are at the highest point they're at right now, right? So they're gonna have to like decline at some point. But if you think who's better, Marino or Aikman?
Marino.
Yeah, Marino is the better quarterback, but he's never won any Super Bowls, right? He's never done anything.
Mhm.
So
All right,
If you
Patrick
put it
Mahomes
that
threw
way-
for 50 touchdowns
All right.
in a season.
Okay.
Come on.
Listen though.
Herbert's gonna be one soon.
Herbert, he's not. Herbert's probably never gonna win a Super Bowl with that team.
You don't know that?
Yes, he is, bro. He's gonna have a Super Bowl. Herbert's gonna have 2 Super Bowl rings.
Not with the head coach he has now.
Yeah, no, they have to give her to Anthony Lynn first.
He can get traded.
No, it's Brandon Staley now.
Oh, whoever it is. All right, but listen, I think he's going to end up being the Dan Marino of his draft class, where he's going to be great every year for like 20 years and never win anything because his
organization.
Bro, he's going to leave the Chargers. He's not going to be in the Chargers unless they get good soon.
Personally, I think what's it called? Joe Burrow's overrated.
Facts. Big facts.
Whoa, what?
I don't think
I haven't seen him play enough yet.
He the ball 6
Yeah, you gotta see him play another year.
You gave him 50
times a game last year.
He's gonna get. Listen, Joe Burrow's gonna get sacked. Joe Burrow's gonna be the next Russell Wilson when it comes to sacks. All right, so it's not gonna be fair to judge him until he gets a full season. Now he's got Chase, he's got Boyd and Tate, and I like the receivers.
Higgins,
thank you.
Higgins is nice. He's good.
Yeah, they have a great core.
I swear to God, he will be my fucking ride or die next year.
Yo, did they
Joe Mixon? Joe Mixon will have a breakout year.
Did they draft O-line?
They
second round, I think they did.
Who?
Oh, they drafted
Jackson Carman.
Bro, I love Jackson Carman, bro.
Thank you. I love Jackson
I don't know if
Carman.
I like him more as a guard, but I mean, he played tackle at Clemson. He was really good. He was good in college.
Yeah, dude, he'll start day one at guard for the
Probably.
Bengals, man.
I don't know how much I like Jonah Williams at left tackle, but just because he's been injured, I think he was out for a whole year.
Yeah, he tore his ACL his rookie year.
Yeah,
tore his ACL.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
yeah, Burrow's overrated.
Yeah, I mean, Zach Wilson, we'll see him up there in 5 years. How many Super Bowls do we think that Zach
0. He'll be gone. He'll be like Darnold.
The Jets and Super Bowls go together like peanut butter and chalk.
Don't worry, bro. With Robert Saleh, it'll be like peanut butter and
Zach Wilson is not breaking the 50-year trend, bro. There's no way.
We just need Joe Namath to die soon, and then that'll be broken.
The Joe Namath curse.
Bro, Jeff, how mad would you be if Zach Wilson bust?
What made it worse was when Broadway Joe flipped the coin at the Super Bowl wearing that giant mink coat, and that made it worse.
That's true.
Anthony.
That's true.
They added another 10 years.
When you say, will you be mad if he busts? Like that's just like asking him like 3 years ago when they drafted Darnold if he'll be mad.
I mean, right now I'm not mad because we got Zach Wilson.
No, but would you be mad if Zach Wilson busts? Like how mad would you be? Would you be like suicidal?
No, come on, man. It's fucking football. Come on. I mean,
like you'd be so mad, though.
I'd definitely be upset, but I think I don't have my doubts right now. I think it's gonna be great.
Yo, just wait till the first game, bro.
I'll be there. If it's home,
anytime,
I'll be there, bro.
any place, anywhere.
I'll be there, bro.
Jeff,
You can come if you want, but I'm blowing a bag on that. So,
I got a question for you, Jeff.
Go for it.
Do you think the Jets should have traded Sam Darnold in the first place?
No, they should have kept him.
Definitely. I mean, it's like a yes and a no because I love, and like the no is because I love the process that like they did, like they truly went through it all and they waited until all the pro days finished, until all the medicals were done. But yeah, I think we could have gotten better value for Darnold. I mean, we got 3 picks. We got a 2, a 4, and a 6. I mean, you can't really ask for much more at that point because 3 more teams had already figured out their quarterback situations. But if there were 3 other teams, we might have been able to get a 1, maybe a late one at that. But
Darnold got low key blessed by getting traded to the Panthers.
I mean, yeah, and I like the fact. I mean, I love Darnold, and I still will. I will be a big fan of the Panthers next season, except when we play them. But I think he'll have a good season next year.
Yeah.
I have a hot fantasy take. In the Xbox party, I told Steven that my quarterbacks, I want them to be Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold.
That's fire.
No,
Not Jones. Maybe not
I will
Jones.
draft Sam Darnold again.
like
how
the
I
Sam
have
Darnold.
every single year that he's been in the NFL.
I'm drafting Daniel.
I will literally.
I always draft him.
I'll take Darnold. I'm not taking Jones.
You know what's gonna be a good pick?
I'm taking Wilson though.
If Trey Lance starts somehow or gets in, I think he would be a good pickup.
I might take Fields.
I'm with you there.
I like Fields.
I think the Niners have the best situation out of all the rookie quarterbacks.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think he's sitting a year though. I don't think he's starting this year.
Yeah, well, yeah, Garoppolo.
Wait for Jimmy G to either get hurt or just blow.
We saw Jimmy G.
He might get hurt. Yeah, he might get hurt.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to check us out on Instagram at Winner Circle Pod and subscribe for more weekly videos.